Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Ever heard the term no good deed goes unpunished? Steve and Twitch Boss's adopted daughter, Wesley Boss, hopped on live to defend her mother, Allison Holker, following backlash from a recent interview discussing Twitch's drug addiction. Allison received backlash not just from social media, but from Twitch's family as well following her remarks in the interview. Wesley jumped to her mother's defense, disputing accusations while stating, "My mom never said Steve was a drug addict, but if y'all want to take a headline or a news article and turn that into what you're paying attention to the most, that's literally on you." This is one of the reasons why it's important for a child to stay in a child's place. She's 16 years old. She is calling the man who pretty much rescued her and her mama, who adopted her, by his first name. But in her social media post, she's dad when he was alive. And she threw out a few dads after he died. But now he's Stephen. And furthermore, she said that her mom didn't call Stephen a drug addict, but she did call him a drug addict by saying that he had a drug problem. If you have a drug problem, you're an addict. If you have a drinking problem, you're an addict. If you have a sex problem, you're an addict. So she did call him a drug addict. She also, this is Wesley, she also called Stephen's mom by her first name, Connie. Where do these kids come from? Where do these type of kids come from? And a lot of kids feel they ain't gotta respect nothing because their mama and their daddies don't respect nothing. So they grow up not respecting nothing. But I'm not with that. This little girl just sounds ill-informed, which she should be because she ain't got no business in grown folks' business. She obviously is siding with her mother because her mother, who has been under attack by Stephen's family, and rightfully so, for trying to throw Stephen under the bus since his death. And really, you can take it before his death, in my opinion. I do believe that investigators need to have a stern talking with her. Usually when someone dies under suspicious circumstances, the surviving spouse is the number one suspect. As far as I know, LAPD never identified Allison Holker as a suspect, but Allison Holker has been moving very funny ever since Stephen Twitch Boss's death announcement. I mean, she put out a statement accepting his suicidal death in record time. Who does that? I wouldn't have done it. Ain't no way you can tell me my loyal, faithful, good wife who is happy with me and her children and life in general and has a great gig for a job. She's the perfect friend, just generally happy, no history of depression, would just off herself. It does not make sense. And I'll say it again, what I said yesterday about men. If men have a good woman next to his side, he knows that that woman is on his side and she's not giving him any flack, he's going through something really, really heavy. Let's say he losing his money, maybe he lost his business or whatever. If that man got his woman by his side, man, you'd be surprised how many dudes can pull through. When they got that woman right there, and but he lose his business, then his woman take off it could set him off. With that woman in place, that woman right there by his side, what's that song? Stand by your man. If she's standing by her man, baby, we gonna get through this together. You'd be surprised how many dudes could bounce back. And then on top of that, he has a huge incentive to not take off on himself. The dude loved his children. He had so much love that he also loved another man's child. So much so that he gave that child his last name. A child who was so appreciative that she calls him by his first name. Looks like the apple don't fall far from the tree. No more talk.